Greetings and welcome back to my channel. As I've been delving into my practice and really getting a more concrete grip on what it is that I'm working with and what it is that I am trying to attain, being consistent in my practice with certain aspects, with one thing I'm about to show you is with my casting circle. Now this specific circle is very intended for much more of my heavy duty type of spell work, and I'll show you what it is right now. So with this specific configuration of my stones and skulls and some other spheres, we have the intention that this is a summoning ritual circle. And so simply put, some of the stones that I have in here are pretty heavy duty. We have, like, for instance, this Pneumite sphere. You don't really come across things like this very often, and just paired with it is my Pneumite ring on top of my Moldavite, on top of my Sphene Titanite ring. We have Ametrine, Amethyst with Powellite, Gold Sheen Skull, Gold Channeling Orb, Rainbow Obsidian, Arfedzonite, Copperite, and then another Arfedzonite skull, and then the one skull I got from the Witch's Bridge. So just in general, these are not easy to obtain for the most part, at least some of these, and they're not really affordable. You know, ingredients and tools are not everything. When you have the proper tools for the right job, it does make a big difference. So this isn't me just showing off, hey, I have a bunch of nice stuff. This is stuff I've worked for, stuff I've really sought and really put myself in a position to be able to obtain these things. And this is years of collecting, so it's not like, oh, I just dropped a bunch of money and oh, I have this to look at. But as I do rituals with these specific tools, and honestly some of these I got for free or for near free, as I work with this in the specific setting, I see a certain spark go off in my mind, and being able to work with these tools in this setting is so special for me. I've really honed in and tapped into a certain form of magic that feels very primal in nature, and I can't share everything about the details of what it is that I do, but I have shared some of it with the tapping and the motioning, and just I'm working with these specific beings, and these are much more than dragons at this point, but I'm working with this set of beings on this type of magic, and I'm seeing pretty interesting results. Now honestly, what I really like to do, especially at nighttime, I'll have the candles going. I do it in front of the mirror. Ooh, spooky. Actually, it does get a little spooky, I'm not joking. But anyways, that's not the problem. The problem is being careful with your fires, making sure you have a handleable and manageable flame for safety. So always keep that in mind. But with that being said, I'll just do a mock demonstration because usually I have music going on and I don't want to get copyright striked and just too much to edit, too much to do. So with that being said, just like I said, be careful of your flame, be mindful of that. There's a certain rhythm, and I'll just start with that. And there's always a flow, and you're supposed to do it a certain way where it and then it just starts going on by itself. Now the names that I invoke and the powers that I call upon, I don't share, other than I keep it as shadow friends. For my protection, for your protection, and to keep things neutral and in the dark, we keep it with shadow friends. But just so you're aware, they're shadow beings, they're infernals, somewhat abysmal, and somewhat celestial. Just to keep things out in the open, so people are known with what I do and with what is being said and being spoken about, besides the dragons that I've been communicating with for a very long time. But anyways, I just wanted to give you a quick demonstration, a quick setup, reference guide. More to come with this form of magic. I've been working on some other stuff, but you'll see it very soon. Hope you guys have a good one. Stay tuned, and may blessed be. Bye.